Hannah Smith is suing her former friend Jim Dalton in the amount of $2,500. She says the defendant cheated her out of the profits from a storage unit sale. Mr. Dalton claims their agreement was contingent upon the plaintiff helping, and she never did.
Hannah Smith versus Jim Dalton. You're suing him for one half of what he earned selling things out of a storage unit, and you say that you're entitled to half of that, and that's $2,500. Tell me about it.
So I've been working with Jim for over 6 months.
Working?
Yes. So we went into a 50-50 partnership buying storage units at auctions.
Okay.
And I had a really good feeling about this specific unit, and when we first opened it, it wasn't obvious at the time that there would be anything of value. So after 30 minutes of kind of going through the unit, I got irritated with him because since I was so adamant about this one and I was so certain, I kind of pushed him into buying this specific unit. And I stormed off. And after 2 weeks, I heard from our friends that we had made through going to the auctions that he had found a rare video game in the storage unit that was worth $5,000.
A rare video game worth $5,000?
Mm-hmm.
What video game was this?
It's a Nintendo World Championship video game.
Are you serious?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah. So, and I went to him after hearing this, and I asked him for my cut. And he did not want to give me my cut of the video game. The terms were that we were in this 50-50.
Okay.
And that
partnership 50-50. What did that mean?
That meant that if we found anything inside of the unit, it would be split fairly between the both of us.
Okay. What about when you purchased this particular storage unit? Did you have your 50% of the money?
I had 40% of it.
Okay. So you gave 40% for this unit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And he paid the other 60%.
Yes.
And what was the cost of the unit?
$1,000.
So he found something of value. You heard about it from somebody else. 2 weeks later, you went to him and asked for your share.
Mm-hmm.
It was $5,000. You want $2,500.
Exactly. Yeah.
Why did it take you so long to find out if anything was of value?
Well, I kind of.
What were you doing those 2 weeks?
I wasn't, I guess, checking my phone enough.
With her that we would go after the bigger storage units that had more value to them.
So you guys had a working partnership.
Yes.
And you were supposed to each put in 50%.
Yeah.
Okay.
Except I put it.
Now what happened this time?
Coming up.
So you didn't give her anything?
No.
You didn't think she was entitled to anything?
Not after she walked off.
So you kept the profit plus the money that was put in?
Right.
We're back with the case of Hannah Smith, who is suing Jim Dalton for breach of contract.
Okay, so you bid on this one and you started going through it?
Yes. So as soon as we opened the door, we're like looking at basically pile of trash. We're like, oh great, okay. So I get a little mad. I'm like, okay, this is the one you wanted, you know what I mean? Like, I was kind of like poking at her, being like, why don't you go ahead and start going through your trash. So pretty much we start getting into argument back and forth about, she's like, stop, just stop. And
okay, so you're poking fun at her and you're pushing her buttons because you see a whole lot of trash in this bin as opposed to anything else.
Yeah, because I didn't really want to bid on it in the first place. Yeah. So we get into a fight. Eventually she storms off and I'm like, all right. So I get stuck there by myself going through the...
Okay, so let's get to the point. Come on.
Okay, so I find the Nintendo game.
How'd you find it? Under what? A pile of what?
Clothes.
Oh, a pile of clothes.
Clothes, box. There's a box underneath clothes.
Way in the back of the bin somewhere, right?
Yeah, just like, it was like right in the middle. Everything, there was like a lot of stuff around it.
So you have to go through all of that pile of crap?
Yeah. And I eventually...
How'd you know it was valuable?
Because I researched. I looked at stuff in past novelty things. And I saw that old Nintendo games, even the Nintendo set, had a value to them, and people would, if it was a good game, people would bid.
If it's still in good shape?
Yeah.
So I should tell my grandchildren to keep those old Nintendos?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Or they can give them to me.
No, we're not giving you anything. We may sell it to you. So why did you let her know?
She walked off without helping me.
And you don't know her phone number?
No, yeah, I know her phone number.
So you didn't let her know because she left?
Yeah, and I was mad. And she left, and she didn't pull her end of the deal, which was helping me go through the junk.
Oh, because she didn't go through it, you think she wasn't entitled to half?
Right.
Now, what theory is that? You say she breached the contract or something?
Well, pretty much. I mean,
But she went through it at the beginning. She just wasn't diligent, didn't stay there long enough.
right. So.
But did it say you had to stay there till the end? What? I mean, is that your agreement?
I mean, if we both found something together, then that's when we would.
But do you always go through the bids together and then both decide when it's nothing and we'll leave?
Yeah.
We're finished with this?
Yeah.
Oh, so she walked out and quit.
Yeah. She quit.
Mm-hmm. So you think she's not entitled to anything?
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Well, what about the fact that she paid $1,000 and paid 40% toward the purchase of the bid? What about that part? Did you give her that back?
No.
So you didn't give her anything?
No.
You didn't think she was entitled to anything?
Not after she walked off the way.
So you kept the profit plus the money that was put in?
Right.
Judge Maybelline's verdict when Justice with Judge Maybelline returns. Maybelline.
Partners don't work equally as hard, ever, in any partnership. I've never known a partnership where every partner does the exact same amount of work.
Right, but
the partnership says we split the profits 50-50. You split the profits. You paid $1,000, so your profit is $4,000. All right?
Right.
But she only gets 40% because that's all she put into it as opposed to 50%. So 40% of that $4,000 is $1,600. You found something that was in the bin that the two of you purchased, and the agreement was 50% of value. But because she only put in 40%, she doesn't get 50% this time. But she gets 40% of the profit, $1,600. Pay the woman, judgment for the plaintiff.
Judge Maybelline has ruled in favor of the plaintiff. The defendant is ordered to pay $1,600.
I can't believe you would throw away our friendship over a video game.
you don't deserve any of this money because you're a quitter and you know it.